Welcome to the Actery Magic Channel. I'm Steve, the Actery. Today we are going to be talking about Muldrotha, the Gravetide. But before we get into that, I'm on a 30-day 30 commander challenge. I'm posting a new video of a new commander every day, and it's the top 30 commanders for the past 2 years. So let's get into it. Muldrotha! Muldrotha! Where are you at, buddy? All right, this guy's a 6/6, 6-drop. He's disgusting. If you've ever played against this guy, you know you need some graveyard hate. This dude, bananas. Anyway, let's talk about him. So, during each of your turns, you may play up to one permanent card of each permanent type from your graveyard. If a card has multiple permanent types, choose one as you play it. So that means creature, enchantment, land, artifact, planeswalker, artifact, enchantment, creature, land, planeswalker. Yeah, all of them. Holy crap, one of each a turn? You're encouraged to play a bunch of permanents. Awesome. Number 7 on our list is Pernicious Deed. Okay, so this is an enchantment. One, we don't have a whole lot of enchantments in our build to begin with, but it's a 1 green, 1 black, 1 generic enchantment. It says X, sacrifice Pernicious Deed. Destroy each artifact, creature, and enchantment with converted mana cost X or less. It's so good. Anyway, so we can just keep playing that over and over and soft lock our opponents out of the game because we can keep all of our expensive creatures in play and just keep nuking the board of all the little cheap creatures. Very, very good. Number 6 on our list is Secrets of the Dead. It's a blue, it's 2 generic enchantment. Whenever you cast a spell from your graveyard, draw a card. Are you telling me that I get to play something from my graveyard and then also draw a card? Yes, thank you. All right, number 5 on our list is Ashiok Dreamrender. Steven, what's up with all these budget cards? This dude should have been a rare. Let's be honest. He's a hybrid blue-black, 1 generic, Ashiok, 5 loyalty. Spells and abilities your opponents control can't cause their controller to search their library. That enough? That alone is good. Then it has -1. Target player puts the top 4 cards of their library into their graveyard. Then exile each opponent's graveyard. So we're going to mill ourselves 4 cards, meaning we have 4 new targets for Muldrotha. And then we're going to exile everybody else's graveyard. And oh, by the way, they can't search for answers. Yay. All right, number 4A, Auric Lore Mage. This dude does not get enough love in the Commander community. I do not understand. It's a 4-drop, 2 black, 2 generic, human warlock, 3/3. Tap, search your library for a card, put it in your graveyard, then shuffle. If it's an instant or sorcery card, put a 1/1 counter on Auric Lore Mage. We don't care about that part. He's good. You should be playing him. Very good in Muldrotha. It's like a tutor every turn with Muldrotha. 1 black, Unmarked Grave is 1 black, 1 generic. Search your library for a non-legendary card, not a creature card, a card. Put that card in your graveyard, then shuffle. So if you need like an enchantment or you need an artifact in your graveyard to answer something, Unmarked Grave is going to go get it for you. It's just so good. Number 4B on our list is Buried Alive. It's 1 black, 2 generic, sorcery. Search your library for up to 3 creature cards. Put them in your graveyard, then shuffle. Awesome. Entomb is 1 black, instant. Search your library for a card, not a creature card, a card. Put that card in your graveyard and shuffle your library. Good. So good. Number 3 on our list is Mystic Remora. It's 1 blue, enchantment. I don't know why a fish happens to be an enchantment, but whatever. It was a cool time in Magic's history. Cumulative upkeep of 1. So the first turn that you untap with it, it's going to cost you 1 generic. Second turn, it's going to cost you 2. Third turn, it's going to cost you 3. Anyway, just for people who didn't know. Whenever an opponent plays a non-creature spell, you may draw a card unless that player pays 4. So this is like not quite a better version of Ristic Study, but it's really doggone good. Now, here's the other thing about that, though. If you want to just sacrifice it to the cumulative upkeep, you just cast it again for 1 instead of paying like 3 for Mystic Remora. It's a really good card. There's no reason not to play this card in the Muldrotha deck. Number 2 on our list, Shouldered Whispering One. This one's made my top 10 cards on a lot of lists recently. It's a 7-drop, 6/6, double black, 5 generic, Swamp Walk. At the beginning of your upkeep, return target card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So good. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, that player sacrifices a creature. What? I get my creatures back and you lose yours? Oh, say it ain't so. All right, and then number 1 on our list of goodies is Protean Hulk. If you don't know this card, 1, stop living underneath the commander rock. 2, all you have to do is play Protean Hulk, throw your head onto the card table, roll side to side, and you win the game. I'm just kidding. He's so easy to combo with. It's ridiculous. Let's talk about these really, really quickly. Okay, one of the combos, maybe 2. I don't know. Anyway, so with Protean Hulk, you're going to sacrifice him and go search up these cards from your library. So Protean Hulk, it says whenever it dies, search your library for any number of creature cards with total converted mana cost 6 or less and put them onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. So Protean Hulk goes to the graveyard, you go to get a total of 6 converted mana costs from your graveyard into play. Okay, Disciple of Vault, 1. Viscera Seer, 1. Lesser Manticore, 2. Muldrotha, Silverhawk Outcast, another 2. That's 6 mana exactly. Disciple of the Vault, it says whenever an artifact goes to your graveyard, you draw a card. Sorry, your opponent loses a life. Viscera Seer sacrifices a creature, and you get to scry one. Muldrotha says you get poison. You can't get poison counters, and creatures you control can't have -1/1 counters placed on them. And then, oh my goodness, Lesser Manticore. I totally forgot to look this guy up. What is he doing? What does he do? What does he do? What does he do? Lesser Manticore says persist. Whenever this creature dies, if it had no -1/1 counters on it, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control with a -1/1 counter on it. So he basically says he keeps coming back to play over and over and over again with Viscera Seer and Muldrotha Silverhawk Outcast. Disciple of Vault, every time he goes to the graveyard, triggers making an opponent lose a life. Manticore comes back because of persist trigger, tries to get a -1/1 counter. Muldrotha says you can't have -1/1 counters. You get to sack it again with Viscera Seer, and the infinite dooming and the deathing continues. Next card you could add to that is Body Snatcher. It's a 4-drop 2/2 minion. Whenever it says whenever it comes into play, you may choose and discard a creature card from your hand. If you don't, remove Body Snatcher from the game. Oh, okay, I'll discard a creature card. Whenever it is put into a graveyard from play, remove Body Snatcher from the game and return target creature card from your graveyard to play. So if you happen to, you can restart this whole combo for Lesser Manticore if any of the pieces get removed. Anyway, guys, sorry for the interrupt. Sorry for the bump of the road. I love you. Thank you so much for coming out. Tomorrow we'll have another video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much for joining me on this journey. It's awesome. Love you guys. Bye. Deuces. Button.